We are live. What's going on, everybody? How we doing, man? I was just checking out. We got a couple comments in here. I look like I'm super excited in the thumbnail. Hey, man, just try to have some fun. You know what it is. What's up, Terzi? How you doing, man? I appreciate it. And I assume you put that comment in there yesterday, asking if I was going live. So yeah, I wasn't going live for the press conference. So I was trying to get to bed early so I could get up and get some things done this morning. Is my audio working? It is, I think. All right. Yeah, I was just making sure my microphone was working. I was doing something new with my microphone, trying to figure it out. So if you guys can't hear me, just let me know. But how we doing, man? How we doing? How we doing? I'm excited, man. I thought the press conference last night was interesting. Was it Ronaldo, right? He was out there making, he was out there being all fun, man. That was actually the first time in a while that I was like, that wasn't a bad press conference. So what's up, Entertain? How you doing, man? You can see I'm regretting that Lopez pick. Admit it. No, I'm not regretting that pick, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? Where have I been? I've been here, man. I've been recording. I've been just trying to pick and choose the lives, man. Doing some lives here and there. I'm going to be doing a live again tomorrow, pre-fight live as usual. So last weekend I was going to do a pre-fight live, but I went to a college football game. And that was a night game. So I couldn't do a live last weekend. So, and took a little bit of just a little bit of a break. You know what I mean? Just to give myself a little bit of I don't want to say a rest, but make the lives a little bit more special instead of just doing them all the time, because then it gets like a little bit, now it's like more special when I go live and then people actually want to tune in because there's not as many, but I do want to incorporate some more lives as we go moving forward. Plus I was recording some of that other content as well, but I appreciate you hopping on, Craze. What's up, Colstrom? How you doing, man? I am turned up for Noche, man. I am, yeah. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited. I think that, look, I was saying this before. Does it have the huge names per se? Like we were expecting like a card that might look like 308 for this? Yes, we probably, I think, could all agree we were expecting something like that. But there's some good fights on this card, man. There's some good fights. Like I think that Manuel Torres versus Ignacio Bahamondes might be the best fight on the card. One of them, I should say, the best because we got Ortega, Lopez, and but I'm saying in terms of like all the other fights that are not like the main event or top fights on the main card, I think that fight's amazing. So, and it's going to be a fun night, man. Lopez looked pretty big compared to Ortega on their face-off. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Diego Lopez is a big dude, man. He's a big dude, no doubt. Did the team win? Yeah, it was. Yeah, they did. They did. You saw my what's up, Fight Milk? You saw my recent Hamzat video. You couldn't agree more. Whitaker is in for a shock. I agree too, man. Look, people also forget that supposedly Hamzat. I don't know if we have like true proof that it happened, but didn't Hamzat hurt his hand as well in that fight? I wasn't going to sit there and make excuses for him because I thought I was being a little defensive. Just tried to come to his defense a little bit, right? Because I think a lot of people are kind of ruling him out. But I think Hamzat is going to put on a very good performance against Robert Whitaker. Ortega looks in great shape. The pic circulating around where from months ago, he looks great now. Yeah, we'll see. Today is the weigh-in show, right? So I always look forward to the ceremonial weigh-in to get to see what's going on. Don't we have the actual weigh-ins like right now, right? Coming up or on, or I don't know. So I guess this is like a weigh-in show, actually, kind of, right? You think we see Prime Ortega? What makes you think that, though? What makes you think we see Prime Ortega, man? Maybe we will. He knows he's in for a scrap, so yeah, maybe I think you're right there. I think you're right. What's my favorite fight on the card? Probably Bahamondes versus Torres, if I'm being honest. I think I said that in my full card prediction video. I can't remember if I did, but I hope I did because I that fight. And I'm also excited for Diego Lopez versus Brian Ortega as well. But that's on the main card, and that's like two big names. So I'm trying to highlight a fight that also Zell Huber versus Esteban Ribovic. I think that's a great matchup too. I know that, look, there's good fights on this card. They're just not like, huge names, right? But I think matchup wise, there's definitely some good fights on this card for sure. That's yours also. Yeah, good shit, man. I'm telling you, I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a great fight, man. What's up, Tehran? How you doing? What's up, Rocco? You think Lopez scares Ortega to some level, and I think he will be extra awake early compared to the Yair fight, and he will take over late. I mean, if he's going to win, that's how I see him win for sure. What's up, Making the Walk? How you doing, man? You're doing some good stuff out there as well, man. I saw you're in crossover doing a live the other day. Good stuff, man. UFC. Or wait, what did you say, Teron? Same thing. I was saying those pictures are old Ortega. Yeah, Ortega looks. I think from what I've been seeing, he's in good shape. UFC fucked up by making the Sphere card niche theme. Dana spent all that money to create graphics that are specific to Noche instead of them being somewhat generic and reusable for future events. Yeah, I mean that's a fair point, but I think that they were just trying to. I don't know, man. I think that they were just going all in on this event. They're saying it's going to be one of one and all these other things. So I don't know. I think they just went all in on it. That's why they brought Riyadh season in. They needed some more money. And they know they got it. Do I think Mobstar's wrestling could neutralize Ortega's jiu-jitsu? No. I think Brian Ortega could sub Mobstar Evloev. Diego Lopez had him in trouble. And I think Diego Lopez has really, 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 really good jiu-jitsu, but Brian Ortega, I think, is like top of the food chain jiu-jitsu in MMA. So I think Ortega could sub Mobstar, honestly. I don't know if that's crazy, but I think he could. I think he could. What makes Diego a problem for Brian is the striking. That's what gives the issue for me for Brian in this fight is Diego striking. Ortega going to pull it off this Saturday. I mean, I could see it. I think Lopez could get it done though. We've seen how well Diego performed on short notice, and this being a full camp, I'm excited to see how he performs. I feel the same way, man. Look, I'm excited that both guys had a full camp because they tried to book this on short notice, and I think it was going to be at 55, right, for International Fight Week. And I just don't like when the UFC puts together a huge fight and it's like short notice. I know they were trying to save a card, but I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did. If Lopez loses, do I think his stock drops? I feel like it's a win-win for him. I think that's a good point. I don't think his stock really drops. I think that people might say, oh, he was fraud checked or this and that. But, I mean, Brian Ortega has already been saying that he's going to move up to lightweight. So I think that I don't think that it would hurt Lopez's stock too much. But if he wins, it does a lot for him. So I think it's a win-win for him also. I would agree. The fighter's going to be wearing the same shorts. Shake my head. The UFC couldn't give them special design shorts. No, they're wearing like I think special like themed shorts, aren't they? That's what it looked like from what I was seeing from the fighter picks. Oh, by the way, the reason I was kind of a minute or two late to this live stream, I'm halfway through, and if my internet, I shouldn't say my internet, but for whatever reason, whenever I share my screen, it slows it down. We could watch it on here, but Teddy Atlas, the GOAT, is breaking down Sean O'Malley versus Marab. And he's like talking about like Sean O'Malley's boxing and everything. I'm like, dude, I fucking love it, dude. And people are like criticizing Teddy Atlas for talking about it. And it's like, dude, we have people that don't even know, have never trained a combat sport in their life, and they break down fights and shit. And Teddy Atlas is one of the best minds in boxing breaking it down. So that's on ESPN MMA. Dude, I haven't watched the whole thing yet, but I'm excited. So I'll have to go back and watch not go back. I'm like halfway through, but he's with Anthony Smith. And what I like about Teddy is he's like, Anthony, you talk about the grappling. I don't know shit about it. So that's funny. The only thing that annoys you is it's not 5 rounds. If it was 5 rounds, I think that would definitely favor Ortega. This is a good test to see where both guys are at, Ortega and Lopez. I agree, Entertain. That's a good point because, again, if Brian Ortega can go out there and put away Diego Lopez, or look great in a firefight or whatever with Diego, it shows that T-City still got it. And then if Diego can go out there and beat Brian, it's like, damn, this dude really is that good, So I think that this is definitely a big fight. What's up, Klaus? How you doing, man? What's up, ZJ? How you doing, man? Lopez was affected by all the pre-fight stuff in the last one, a short notice fight at a catchweight favored Ige. I agree 150%. I agree. What do I think of the Cyclones QB? Are you talking about, is that Iowa State Cyclones? Before I answer that, is that what do I have that one right? When they played Iowa? Was that last week? What's up, Joshua? Tracy Cortez is the biggest fraud check where people call BSD a fraud. I think he will do better in the coming days. Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be interesting to see how Tracy bounces back. But Thug Rose is also very technical. But I think Tracy's hype was a little far past where her skill level is right now. And I think BSD, I think he might bounce back against Moicano. I think I'm going to be my early prediction. I was like, man, I like Moicano. I kind of want to see him win, but I'm probably going to end up picking BSD to win that fight. If Lopez's cardio is good, then he should win because I'm confident he'll take round one. Yeah, as long as he can get the first, I think he'll get the first two, maybe. I don't know, man. I think Brian's going to mix in some grappling. I really do. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Teddy Atlas is a beast, man, for sure. I like his analysis as well. I think Teddy Atlas is he's absolutely a legend. Absolutely a legend. And he steps aside, lets the MMA guys talk about some of the other stuff. But from boxing, and I love that. People in MMA talk about, oh, I like boxing and this and that. I like when guys box in there and just strike. But then Teddy Atlas breaks it down and they're like, why is he talking about MMA? I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, boxing is an art of the thing. Like, so I think it's great. I love how they do that. It's better than Dominic Cruz doing it, in my opinion. I really, 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 really like listening to Teddy Atlas. One of the best minds in combat, period. You're rooting for Lopez to win so the featherweight division can get shaken up. I mean, yeah, I think it would be huge. Lock of the week. Raul Rosas, probably. Do you think Umar is a real problem for Sean or Marab? What's up, Sandal? How you doing, man? I think Umar is a problem for everybody. I think Umar is the most well-rounded guy, probably maybe in bantamweight history. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think that that's an exaggeration. The dude has really, really, really good striking. He's got really good grappling. He's got good wrestling. He's got good submissions. Like, Umar can literally do everything. So I think that he can try to wrestle Sean. And then I think with Marab, he can defend the wrestling of Marab. He might even be able to submit Marab. And then he could definitely outstrike Marab. So I think he's a problem for both dudes stylistically because he could do a little bit of everything. Wouldn't you love to be Coach Habib, man? Because you could just tell these guys, like, just stand and strike, like Usman Nurmagomedov in Bellator/PFL. You could just tell him to stand and strike with people, and he can. And then you're like, oh wait, we have an advantage here. Just grapple. Like, their game plans, man. The way that they're able to game plan for people is great because they can just they have an advantage somewhere, Yeah, the Iowa State QB. I got to watch a little more film on him, but from what I was seeing, I like what I saw. Umar's rise is going to be great. I think he beats both Sean and Marab. I think Umar is looking like a true problem in the division, man. No doubt about it. And he's probably going to fight for the belt next, in all honesty. Am I confident on my UFC 306 picks? Yeah, I'm pretty confident. Whenever I make my picks, man, I'm pretty confident for the most part. Will I live stream this Saturday? My pre-fight live, yes. I think I'm like the only person that does a pre-fight live. I know other people do like those companions and stuff, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I always do a pre-fight live most of the time, 99% of the time, except for last Saturday. You saw that Marab called Umar an easy fight. I thought that was ridiculous. Like Umar dog walks Marab. Yeah, Marab's just talking shit, dude. I think he's annoying as shit, honestly. I think he's annoying. Just like I think like Colby, just like I think Chael back in the day. Like, I think those dudes are annoying. They have boring styles and they try to be all funny and shit just to get people to like tune in. And I'm like, you're boring, dog. You're boring. You think Torres is a lock of the week? I mean, I think I picked Torres to win, but a lock though, because Ignacio is a good fighter. So I don't know. Marab will be too much for Sean. I don't think so, man. I think Sean's gonna light him up, man. I think he's gonna light him up like a Christmas tree. That's soon before Christmas. We still got a little while to go, but What are my thoughts on Merab striking? I think he is it's improved a little bit, but it's nowhere near obviously like someone like O'Malley. O'Malley's a sharpshooter. Merab is a little wild and he has decent striking. He's just a little reckless, which he can be because he's usually got the grappling threat. Well, not usually. He does have the grappling threat. Umar is some of the best pure kicks of the game, and he has the best wrestling in BJJ at 135. I would agree. I would agree. What's up, Mike Jack? How you doing, man? If O'Malley versus Jan was a 5-rounder, I think Jan would have finished him in round 5. He could have, but again, that was also a huge step up for Sean. That was a huge step up. He went from fighting like the back end of the rankings to fighting the number 1 guy, who, in all fairness, is one of the best bantamweights that we've seen. So, in Jan, at least in my opinion, I think he is. I haven't seen them do a pre-fight. I'll have to check that out sometime. Well, if I'm doing it at the same time, then I don't know. Torres or Ignacio? I picked Emmanuel Torres to win. You and Frank, you're doing a stream tomorrow. I'll pop in and say what's up, man. Good stuff. I'm just a fight nerd, dude. I like sitting there watching the fights instead of like trying to. I don't know. That's just me. So many people justify boring fighters because they are loud. We're gonna have a war, you guys. Teeps and jabs. My thing is this though about Strickland, man. Look. People talk about how boring he is, but the thing is, he's not wrestling anybody. He's standing right in front of you. So if he's so boring and he's walking forward the whole time, then why does nobody do anything about it? Because the dude's good. He's got good defense. He checks kicks just about better than anybody. Him and Jan Blachowicz check kicks really well. Sean Strickland has a really good jab. Like, you don't have to like Sean Strickland, but the dude's a good fighter, man. He's a good biter. Or a good biter. A good fighter. What's up, Frederick? How far is Figgy from a title shot? Him versus Jan is a dream fight. I think they book him versus Jan next, and then they fight for a title next. The winner of that. What's up, Wick? How you doing? Brady ran through Burns. Yes, Gilbert Burns looked terrible. Figgy versus Jan would be a war. It would be a great fight, and I think that Figgy would definitely try to mix into grappling. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Do my best. People forget, man. What do you mean? What's that? Am I a Gerber baby? I might be, man. I know you don't like going live during the fights, but since this event is special, you should try it. People forget, man. People forget, man. You're not an O'Malley fan, but even if you think the Jan fight was a robbery, the fact that O'Malley almost beat Prime Jan is impressive. I agree. I agree. Strickland has fun fights when his opponents come at him. Brennan Allen, DDP, that overhyped Russian. Oh, are you talking about Abus Magomedov? I think he's like, isn't he like, he's like Russian or German or I don't know. Bilal Muhammad has the same picks for 306 as me. Does he really? Wait, no, he doesn't because he picked Anasio Bahamondes as his teammate. So if he picked Torres, that'd be fucked up. Do I think Hooker, or who do I think Hooker should fight next? Either Oliveira or Gaethje. I'd like to see him and Gaethje personally. People forget, man. Benson Henderson started using the low kick before anyone else was. People forget, man. People forget, man. Yeah. I know. Now I remember what you're talking about. What's up, Low T City Ortega? How you doing, man? Merab put on an all-time terrible press conference. He just kept fucking talking. I was like, dude, shut up. I would have owned Merab up there if I was like in O'Malley's spot and I was able to talk shit on Merab and I was that good of a fighter like O'Malley, man. I would have had some good lines. I would have been like, shut the fuck up, you midget. You're getting rocked by midgets, man. What do you think's gonna happen when I hit you? That's what I would have said if I was Sean. I would have been like, you're getting You're getting fucking stunned by midgets. You got rocked by Maurice. You got rocked by Cejudo. What do you think's going to happen when I hit you? That's what O'Malley should have said. You saw the video by DJ with Bilal, and I was with Bilal's picks besides Inacio going with Torres. Yeah, I'll have to see that. I didn't see who he picked, though. Yeah, I would be curious to see how some of those Muay Thai dudes do, like Saperlek, John Haggerty. That'd be fun to see how they do. You think you're the only MMA fan that wants to see Dustin versus Fiziev? No, I think a lot of people would want to see that. The problem is it's Dustin's last fight, so he's not going to fight a contender. He's going to fight like an OG or something. If Sean wins this one and Ilya beats Max dominantly, Sean will move up definitely. But if Sean loses, will Ilya move up right away or after some title defenses? What do I think? I think Ilya's got to defend the belt a couple times first, but then I think he's going to go up to 55 at some point for sure. Call you crazy, but at this point, I think Hooker could beat Gaethje, maybe even sub him. I wouldn't. I don't disagree with you. I don't think that's crazy. Bilal and Mighty Mouse did a challenge on Mighty's YouTube channel. I'll have to check that out, man. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, because was it like Bilal beefing with him or something because of the whole bullshit where he said that he picked Leon Edwards or whatever, and that he got all butthurt about it. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking prediction. Get over it. Bilal was like all butthurt about it. I'm like, people pick fights all the time and get them wrong. It is what it is. I bet it's going to be Dustin versus Gaethje 3 February 2025 pay-per-view headliner. I mean, that would be crazy. The trilogy, that'd be fun. No, I think O'Malley could beat Saperlek. In straight Muay Thai, it's a little different. The rules are a little different and stuff. They don't let you kind of fight like O'Malley does. You just got to kind of walk forward and shit. They don't let you kind of fight like that. But if it was like straight, like, striking in 4-ounce gloves and, in an octagon or something, I think O'Malley would win. You think O'Day wins, man? He was like O'Day was like he was holding his own at the press conference last night. I thought he did himself some favors. I could see O'Day Osborne getting it done, but I don't know, man. Ronaldo set himself up nice to where if he can get a win, that'll be big for him. Yeah, the rule set's a little different in Muay Thai, and the spacing of like the ring and stuff is a little bit different. You're going to campaign for the UFC to bring back that sponsor era where when fighters had their own shorts, not these basic shorts. Man, you've been hating on the shorts, dude. I think the shorts are awesome. I love the Venom shorts, and I love when they let them do these cool designs and shit. I think it's awesome. I think it's pretty awesome, in my opinion. So a lot of guys have tried to play the outside counter game against Saperlek. He just walks them down and elbows them in the face. I can see it. Yeah, he is one of the best strikers. I agree. And what's up, Brendan, by the way? I agree, man. I agree. I think that he's absolutely a beast. No doubt about it. You hope the UFC does the sponsor thing like PFL. They let fighters have at least 2 sponsors on their shorts, kind of like Monster. I mean, that would be a good way to make some more money for them for sure. But again, I don't know all the back end deals that these fighters are getting. I don't know if I think that they get a little bit of money from sponsorships and everything. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, Brendan. You think Ronaldo looked like a clown on tape, nothing special? Yeah, and it kind of looked like a little bit of a clown last night. But I mean, you talk a big game and can back it up, you can get places in the sport. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I can see O'Day Osborne kind of picking them apart, but I don't know. You'll say this much: Marab doesn't look nearly as confident as he has in his past few fights. He usually is super amped up. Maybe the staff is real. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think staff or not, though, I think that O'Malley is going to beat him. So there's a Russian Muay Thai fighter named Nabadi who's oftentimes fights off the back foot, and he's pretty entertaining. I got to check him out. I've probably seen who you're talking about. Just the name is not ringing a bell. Is that what Lazy Boy said to O'Day? That's wild, man. That's wild. Because of sponsorship money, but Dana, being the money hungry animal he is, put a stop to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all the ins and outs. I just know that I think the Venom fight kits look dope. And fighters can still get sponsors. They just don't wear them on their shorts. What's up, Fire? Is Bo Nickel legit? I think he's got good grappling, but his striking needs improvement. And he struggled with Cody Brundage, which isn't a good look. You're not winning. Diego has too much aura, and you're going to 155 after making a bag tomorrow night. Low T City, my man. I don't know. I think it's going to be a good fight, though. Marab upsets O'Malley. I'm pretty sure in Marab the favorite, though. So I don't think it's an upset. Thoughts on Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig? I don't fucking know, dude. I don't think it's a walk in the park for Bo Nickel because the reason Paul Craig's been losing is he's been getting outstruck by these young dudes and he's been getting finished that way. In terms of the grappling, like I don't think Bo Nickel's probably going to, maybe he hurts him on the feet. I don't know. But I mean, I would imagine Bo Nickel would win, but Paul Craig's got some good subs. He's got good grappling. That's his strength. So, but he's older. So, Dana wants a professional uniform look. Also, a lot of previous sponsors were questionable. I mean, I kind of like the way they have it, to be honest with you, but that's just my thought. You think whiskey gonna save you? You think whiskey gonna save you? You don't think Bo will ever be champ? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. His striking is I don't know. He's struggling with Brundage, which wasn't a good look. What's up, MMA holes? Appreciate you popping in. MMA holes. Shout out to you. Been watching you for a while. Appreciate you popping in. Marab is the betting favorite. Interesting. Or no, you're saying he's the dog. Either way, I think O'Malley wins. Paul Craig was getting demolished on the ground by Brennan Allen. I mean, they're not going to give Bo Nickel somebody they think he's going to lose to. So that's just my thoughts. Fight of the year so far. I mean, I thought Islam versus Poirier was great. The Dan Hooker fight was pretty good too. You bet your sombrero on Marab. Will you scream and shout and get excited and holler if O'Malley gets a KO early? Yes, I will, man. Yes, I will, Corey. I will be happy. Yeah. Paul Craig is out of his prime. This is an easy fight for Bo. Basically, another can. Should be. Should be, but we've thought that with Cody Brundage, and yeah, he won, but it wasn't easy in the beginning, at least. You wonder what custom shorts they give Holloway and Elia? I don't know, but they better come in some dope shorts, man. Because I love when they let them do that. I think it looks cool. I have a Chad hairline. What is that, man? My hairline changes depending on how I'm wearing my hair, dude. They they could have at least gave Bo Kopylov or Robocop or Rodolfo Vieira. He would probably not beat. He could probably beat Rodolfo, but Robocop and Kopylov, I think they could beat him. Honestly, you like my chat in the lives? I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you, Corey. Thank you. The Venom. Okay, yeah, I like the Venom fight kits, but I would prefer the fighters had their own sponsors to have their own kits. I get what you're saying. Marab always gets caught by that left hand, like Sean has the power in his hands, 100%, man. And they're gonna, dude. Sean O'Malley's got a good coach. Tim Welch and O'Malley, they have good fight IQ. They're gonna tune Marab up, man. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. Don't get me wrong, I do like the custom shorts, but I'm all for the fighters making more money with the sponsors. I get it. I get it. Fighters still get sponsors though. They do social media partnerships. They do all sorts of shit too. Marab is open to the knee and the left hook. You're from Georgia. There will be UFC streamed in the city on a big screen for people to watch. The main event will be like on 6 a.m. I will be there too. It will suck so bad if Marab loses. Damn, dude, that's wild. That sounds fun though. Welch is super underrated. I think he coaches Jakar Close too. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. Because Tim Welch is very selective with who he coaches. I think Sean O'Malley is. He has a. I think he coaches. Doesn't he coach Marcus McGee or Marcus McGee trains there sometimes? He coaches. I think Mario Bautista, right? And then there's a couple guys that were like doing contender series shit or whatever. So you still think Bo can become champion? Look at Volk. He started at 23 in a smaller weight class where skill counts way more, and Bo has a massive wrestling advantage already. He just needs time. Yeah, look, and Bo doesn't have a ton of I don't know. I think he needs some time. Timbo is like a ginger bear. Yeah, he's like Canelo. He looks like Canelo a little bit. If Marab beats Sean, Dana will put the belt around his own neck. Probably. Dana will be so pissed, dude. Jakar Close teaches at one of Tim Welch's gyms. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Good stuff, though. Jakar Close, man. He's a fun fighter to watch. Bo is too sloppy on the feet. He's too open. He is. But when he gets a hold of people, it's a problem. You still don't see any of any way Roundtree beating Alex like they're levels apart. I mean, Roundtree's a good striker, and I think he's got good striking, but Alex he's fought a lot of guys that fight like that, you know? I think Khalil might be a little more dynamic. He might have more tools, but Alex has a jab, a left hook, and those kicks, and that's enough. He's got an occasional right hand and a flying knee every now and then. They should give Ilya custom shorts with the Spain flag and Georgian flag on them. That'd be wild. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. Roundtree's a great counter striker. He could counter Alex at his kicks, but I think Alex will be smart and be the counter fighter. Yeah, 100%. He's gonna fight very intelligently. That's dope that they stream Piotr Jan's fight. What's up, Trifer? Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. We got the little we got the Hamzat emoji. You got called crazy for saying T City is going to beat Lopez. I don't think you're crazy. I just think Lopez is going to win, though. How do I like my steak? Medium rare. Rare. Medium rare. I was laughing, dude, at the thought of like when Lucas Tracy would do like his breakdown videos and he would like say someone's name and he couldn't say their name and he'd be like, Google it. He'd like fucking trip up over their name and say some like weird shit. I was laughing about that, about the dude, or Rickalang or whatever, the dude that's fighting Raul Rosas. I'd love to hear him pronounce that one. That'd be funny. Some of the takedowns John was able to get on Sean had me concerned. That's true. That's true. I understand that there. I understand that. I think O'Malley's improved since then, though. T City stands for Triangle City. How do I get a jawline? Good diet, man. Good diet. The leaner you are, the better your jawline will be. They're not going to give Roundtree his problems. I think they will if he's able to finish Alex. That'd be crazy. So many people are going to be disappointed tomorrow night after O'Malley's striking gets neutralized and he gasses out after getting knee repeatedly against the cage. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It'd be crazy. Visual Marab mauling O'Malley while talking shit to Tim Welch, like when he was talking to Zuckerberg. That would be wild. That'd be pretty badass. Yeah, I do. Yana's underrated wrestling. I think he does. That'd be wild, man. If Roundtree won, they do a rematch too. Raid Hamzat's boxing, like a C average. Give him like a C. Yeah, I do, man. I try, man. The opponent's Roundtree's faces isn't that impressive, like Smith was tagging him. And Dustin Jacoby, he was a former kickboxer, and I thought he was beating up on Khalil as the fight started to progress. He was starting to land some good shots. And Roundtree's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. But, he gets tired. He slows down after the first round. And I just think Alex is going to capitalize in the second round. He's going to be patient in the first. He's going to kind of pick his shots, and he's going to eventually get him out of there in the second. That's my thought. Jan could close the distance because of his high level of striking. I think Merab will have a hard time getting into range without getting hurt or just danced around. That's exactly how I see it, man. Exactly how I see it. Hamzat had better defense in the Marty fight. He has pretty good defense. He was just getting reckless against Gilbert Burns. He just fought really out of character. That's why his coach was screaming at him. Swassing out of Anaheim. I don't know what he was saying, but it sounded something like that. Swassing out of Anaheim. And then the translation was "do not brawl with him," which is what he was doing, and he was getting, he should have picked Gilbert Burns apart. And I think if you did a rematch, he would have. He would beat the hell out of Gilbert Burns if they did it again. If he just sat at range and just picked his shots, because Hamzat hurt him multiple times. People don't like to talk about that either. O'Malley has good striking cardio, but he doesn't have good wrestling cardio. He was gas bad at the end of the Jan fight. He was laying on the ground. Not a bad point. You think Umar might not be able to fight for the title until late 2025? Both Merab and Sean are trying to duck him so bad. Everyone's trying to duck Umar, man. That's why I respect to Corey for taking the fight. Where do I get the Venom shirt? I got it on I don't the UFC's website. They had like a deal a while back, and I got it as a gift. And they had a deal. Do you think Valentina is going to look slow in this one? She may. I think Grasso's faster. I think Grasso's just like entering that prime where Valentina's like kind of in it, but I don't know. I think Grasso's just improving, consistently improving. To where Valentina's a good fighter, but I feel like she's kind of like the same fighter at this point. You got your custom Holloway shorts, the floral ones? Those are cool, man. Those are cool. Not a bad take. Ilya has the best boxing. Jan has the best kicks. I mean, I think Jan has pretty good kicks. He's got like more of a Muay Thai style. Sean has the best kickboxing. I think, yeah, he's just got good overall striking. Sugar Sean does. Brian the Eagle by decision. What's up, Josh? Not bad. Not bad predictions. What's up, Vaughn? You honestly hope we don't get a fourth fight of Grasso and Valentina. I know I want to see something different in that division. Did I see what Taporia wrote on Holloway's IG post? No, I didn't. What did he say? What did he say? Probably something crazy. So I'm going to try to look it up and see what he said. What did he say, though? Hope Ilya versus Sean won't happen anytime soon. Sean is too open for Ilya's style. I mean, I think Sean's speed and footwork might give him a problem. So you won't need wrestling cardio when your op is taking a nap on the canvas. Well, remember what Sean said, I think in the countdown, he was like, you can have great cardio, but your cardio doesn't matter if you get knocked out in 2 rounds or something. So it's a good point. You got Ortega, Shevchenko, and O'Malley. Interesting. I went to your steakhouse, Jake. I'll rate the food 6.9 out of 10. What steakhouse? What steakhouse do I got, man? I don't have a steakhouse. I wish. It'd be cool. Burns hurt Hamzat too as well. Then he dropped him too. Yeah, they both hurt each other. But I think that Hamzat he's got good power in his hands. And that's all I'm saying is I think that he's got underrated striking. My boxing skills, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Shevchenko is the better fighter. It's just Grasso is better at finding key moments. I mean, I could see it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think that Grasso takes advantage of the opportunities that present themselves, and she's got better hands than Valentina. She throws good straight shots, which is going to beat Valentina to the punch every time. I think that's what gets Valentina in trouble. Ortega said he's moving up to 55. I know that's what worries me, man. He's going to take this fight, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm going to another division after." So I always wonder where a fighter's at with that. You were watching a video on Burns insane training camp for Hamzat. Like you got to train like hell in order to face Hamzat. 100%, man. Hamzat's a beast, dude. He's an absolute beast, and people just disrespect the hell out of him because of he's had to pull out of some fights and shit. He had some close fights with some good fighters. Do I think that somebody can beat Ilya in featherweight? Stylistically, it's going to be about styles. I think that honestly, a bad matchup for Ilya would be Yair Rodriguez. I think that would be a bad matchup for him because of the height, and that's what gives Ilya some issues. Is these tall guys that can throw some wild kicks? That's usually what hurts Ilya is like a head kick or something. Did I see Hamzat and Rockhold rolling together? I did, man, and Hamzat was dominating him. I did see that. I did see that. I did see that. You think Sean's jiu-jitsu is better than Merab's? Yeah, Sean O'Malley's got good jiu-jitsu. If you guys have never seen his like some of the grappling tournaments and stuff that he's done, like O'Malley's got good grappling, man. I said that in one of my videos, and people were like bashing me in the comments. Oh, since when does he have good grappling? I'm like, you haven't really seen it in his fights because he knocks everyone the hell out, and people struggle to take him down. But if you watch his like some of the videos that are out there of him doing jiu-jitsu shit, jiu-jitsu tournaments. Not jujitsu shit, jujitsu tournaments. I like jujitsu. And Nate Diaz took high offense to that when Masvidal said that jujitsu shit. So I don't know. He's got good grappling. If Sambo was easy, they would call it Luke Rockhold. Evloev ain't doing shit. The Ilya and Yair has to get really lucky to start Ilya before he gets wrestled. Yeah, I think that Ilya would wrestle the hell out of him because he has the ability to do that. Do I think the 10-point system would work better if the judges used all 10 points? For example, if a judge thinks one fighter was twice as effective as the opponent in the round, it would be. I don't know. I don't know. Kolostrom, that's for you. That's for you, Kolostrom. You guys are having some beef in here, huh? Evloev could control Ilya, maybe. I don't know. I think Ilya would be a problem for him on the feet though, because he's got crazy power. It is going to be a fun card. I agree. I think it's going to be a fun event. Trevor, you think Hamzat's only chance is a finish in round 1 and round 2? He gasses out so easily. Rob will smoke him from round 3 to round 5. Maybe. Is it a 5-rounder, though? I thought it was 3. Didn't they, like, move it out of the co-main? I don't know. If I was creating a fighter and could only choose 2 disciplines for him to start with, what would it be? I don't know, like boxing and wrestling or kickboxing and I don't know. Maybe boxing and like what Ilya is, like boxing and wrestling or something. I don't know. It's nice to know how to submit people too. So you got jujitsu in there, boxing and jujitsu, maybe. I don't know. Sambo? No, forgot about Sambo. That's a great Sambo, because basically that's like the two combined, because you got submissions / grappling. Sambo, probably boxing and Sambo. I look French and Canadian. Nah, man. What do you guys think I look like? I'm the mystery man. People try to guess, but people don't know me. I don't tell anybody. I keep it a secret. Ilya was born with a silver spoon. What do you mean? Who do I think gets fraud checked out of the prospects this week? Edgar Charas, which I don't know that would be much of a fraud check, but I don't know. Man, all of these are funny, man. These are funny. You started kickboxing and jiu-jitsu recently. Good stuff, man. You enjoy it? It's fun. Ilya's dad is a big businessman. I didn't know that. You think the grappling pace will gas out Whitaker, and out of the two, Rob is way more chinny? I think he would become slower and more flat-footed, and Hamzat will hurt him. That's how I see it. That's how I see it. You're rooting for Van to win, but it's crazy he's fighting so soon. I know. I know. You think I'm Scottish? I'm not Scottish, man, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Speaking my Scottish accent, I'm not Scottish, man. I don't even know what a Scottish accent sounds like. Is it like, I don't know what that sounds like. I'd have to look it up. Yeah, but people are guessing out here, man, and people are they're missing. I'm the mystery man. Nope. You said I'm Chinese. Toporia's dad invented spaghetti? No, he didn't. Did he really? I don't believe that. Who do you think would win O'Malley versus Yair? That's a crazy fight. I don't know, man. That's a crazy fight, dude. That is a crazy, crazy fight. I don't know. Because Yair's a wild man and Sean would just be striking with him. And if you're just standing in front of Yair, it can be a problem. But I think Sean's speed would be an issue. I think Sean could probably, I don't know. I don't know. No weigh-in show? They're supposed to have the ceremonial weigh-in tonight, right? I don't know what time that's at. I like watching that with all the face-offs and everything, where they got like the whole production. Let me see what time that is, because I'd love to know. I would love to know what time that's at. What is my second most anticipated fight this weekend? I mean, I got the main event, and then I like Bahamondes versus Torres. I like those fights. So I don't know what time the weigh-in show shit is. I didn't see it. They need to do a better job of like pinning that to the top of their Instagram so people can find it. Unless I'm missing it. I'm not betting, man. I don't bet these days. You're about to get a pizza, man. That sounds good. That sounds good. O'Malley and Mr. Feet made weight. I'm gonna have to check it out. You like your steak blue rare? What the fuck? What is that? But yeah, I like the ceremonial weigh-ins. I don't really watch like the weigh-ins in the morning, but I like doing the watching the ceremonial weigh-in at night where they do like the crazy face-offs. They got the whole show going on. I love how the UFC does that. I think that that's great how they do that. Is ketchup on steak a crime? Yeah, you got to do like some A1. You got to do um some like barbecue sauce or something like that instead. O'Day and Ronaldo has some heat on it. I know they did a great job building that fight up. Do I like Hieros? Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. Agree or disagree that pro wrestling is for dweebs? To each its own. Do I think Umar beats the winner of tomorrow's main event? Yeah, probably. Menon Fior was the backup for the co-main. Are you serious? I didn't know that they had a backup for that. That's wild. What is Shamil's diet? What makes you say that, Craze? What makes you say that, man? You're betting like $7 on Lopez, Grosso, and Marab's victory. Laugh my ass off. Don't laugh at me. I'm 17, ain't got no money, man. What the? That's not bad, man. $7. Hey, and if you get it right, you'll make some. You'll have more than $7. But if you get it wrong, you'll have less than $7. Yeah, Bilal was he came in crazy shape for that last fight, didn't he? He was in some crazy shape. You're winning like 35. That'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. You think I'd have a Soviet boxing style? Like, would you Dmitry Bivol? I like watching him box. He's got a good boxing style. When he beat the Indian, the one that beat up on Canelo, Dmitry Bivol. You make 145 pretty easy. I'm a kung fu master in China. Yeah, like that's kind of how I would. That's kind of how I like box a little bit. My style would be a little bit more like a Bivol, maybe something like that. I like Dimitri too, man. I like watching him fight. I like watching him fight. He's aggressive. He's got good hands, obviously. He's got good power. I like watching him fight. You cut 10 pounds. Max was on what the fuck? Calling him Chinese is pretty disrespectful when he's clearly Korean. Yeah, that is a great match. When is that boxing match happening? Because isn't didn't Turkey Al Sheikh say that they're going to charge only like $20 or whatever for the pay per view because he's like the shit's too expensive, so we're going to make it cheaper. He does have sweet boxing and it's clean. Yes. Cejudo said on his podcast that he heard O'Malley's back is hurt. Do you know where that came from? I have no idea, but I don't fucking care what Henry Cejudo says. Henry Cejudo's views on his YouTube channel have went in the fucking toilet. I used to like listening to his shit. Now I can't stand him. Henry Cejudo has just became kind of a nuisance at this point. I used to like him, but not so much anymore. Do you think I could survive 3 rounds with Bilal? I mean, he's a professional fighter and I'm not, so I don't know. Probably not. He's a professional fighter and a world champion. And he's bigger than me, or heavier at least. I'm taller than him. Cejudo's making shit up. Yeah, he just got like roasted by O'Malley. O'Malley showed up and acted like he was going to do their podcast and then bounced. So he's probably all mad and shit about that. What's up, Notorious? How you doing, man? The B-Ball fight is free. Is it going to be on ESPN Plus or something, dude? I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait to watch that. I definitely want to watch that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cejudo's salty because he got clowned by O'Malley. No doubt about it. Bilal will 50-45 me. He will hold on to me for 25 minutes. What's up, Mr. Toad? You're interested in seeing Ortega on the scale? Yeah, see how he makes the weight, because last time it was rough. Or did he even weigh in last time? Oh, yeah, he did. And they had to like move it around. I don't remember what happened last time. Yeah, she probably is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Henry Cejudo's became like a little like clickbait merchant. You know what I mean? He's like making shit up and trying to create headlines for himself, you know? Oh, entertained. I see what you just tagged me in, man. Yeah, the Habib thing. If Sambo was easy, it would be called Luke Rockhold, my brother. Listen, brother. This is big disrespect. This is number one bullshit. I like when Hamza talks. He just goes, I beat the people, smash the people, make the money. He's got like a really deep voice. He's got some. I think he used to be very intimidating. At least now, like people, because they can actually like land a punch on him. You know, people don't think he's as intimidating. But I think Hamzat's a pretty scary fighter to fight, man. You saw a 400-pound dude wearing a shirt saying GSP can't finish me back in the day. Ortega just made weight 146 on the dot. Have a good one, Sandala. How you doing? Or have a good one, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. B-Vol is going to be free on ESPN Plus. Good shit. I'm glad because I'm excited to watch that. If Ngannou was chasing me down, keep on running. Keep on running, man. Probably low blow him. Low blow him and then gouge him in the eyeball. Because if I stand there and actually like try to like MMA fight, I'm gonna get killed. You know what I mean? If there wasn't a referee, Hamzat would most likely sodomize his opponents. Hamzat's a dangerous dude, man. Yeah, beat the people, smash the people, make money, you know. Yeah. They still messing with Jamal Hill when he wasn't even talking about Alex Bede. Yeah, a lot of people are they just don't like Jamal Hill. Yeah, if that's true, man, and you're being honest there, that's crazy if that's free. You know, I've never done a Leon impression, but I'll try on the fly. You know, headshot dead. Hey, we're not playing around. But I'll find out. He's getting knocked the fuck out. What? Remember with Kamaru Usman when he was making fun of Usman? He's like, "What?" Hamzat said himself when he runs out of words, he just says, "I smash everyone, I kill everyone." Yeah, you remember when he's like, "I'm the champ, I'm the king." Ah! He couldn't figure out what else to say, so he just screams, "Ah!" That's good stuff, man. That's free. That's good stuff. You saw Hill wishing his dad a happy birthday on his Instagram, and people trolling in the comments talking about Alexis, your daddy, like it's time and place for everything. Yeah, I know that's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Leon is he's a good fighter. He's just not very aggressive. That's kind of his downfall, man. He sits back too much. He's not aggressive enough. So I don't know. He's a good fighter. I think people are like ragging on him, but I think Leon's a very, very good fighter. So, but what else we got, man? What else we got? I am going to be doing a pre-fight live tomorrow too. So make sure you guys hop on to that, man, so we can talk about the fights and get all hyped and all that shit. When am I going to Saudi Arabia? I'd love to go there for a UFC event or something one day. That'd be a bucket list thing. See, that's the other thing too. If my channel was like big and like I was making like solid money and like, like I was actually like a staple in the industry, like I would travel around to events. Like I don't think a lot of the people do that. I'd travel around to the events, man. I would want to be there for a lot of this stuff. I'm excited for tomorrow too, man. You're going to the Sphere. You got tickets for $750. Not bad, I guess. I don't know. That's so expensive, but for the Sphere, that's like a once in a, I should say it's a once in a lifetime. I don't know if I'd be shocked if we see. I think if it all goes well, the UFC will do it again at some point. Is there an official event for UFC Tampa? They have a date, but I don't think that they've announced like who it's going to be yet. Fighting on the card. Yeah, Lopez and T City is going to be a very good fight. I don't know. 2010 GSP was a beast, but the Bilal that showed up against Leon is a beast also. But GSP is like one of the legends, so I don't know. Might have to side with the legend in that one, in GSP. Do I think Max can piece Ilya up? Max has the ability to piece anybody up. The question is, can he do it on a guy like Ilya who hits really hard and has really good boxing? So I don't know. He could, but I don't think he will. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's going to be a fun event at the Sphere, man. Can't lie. Yeah, he's saying he's not going to go back to the Sphere, but what if it does amazing and it's an amazing experience and people absolutely love it and everything? I don't know. I wouldn't say never. I know he said never, but I don't know. What's better, 300 or 308? I personally like 308. Personally, I think 308. But I'm gonna hop off here, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in today. Just wanted to hop on here for about an hour or so, talk with you all. Pre-fight live tomorrow though for the Sphere card. We're gonna have some fun before the event, man. So let's see. Let's see what it is, man. So like I said, ceremonial weigh-ins I think are tonight or something. So and if you haven't seen my most recent videos, I broke down Diego Lopez and Brian Ortega, and then I broke down Hamza Chimaev, Robert Whitaker, and then my full card picks for the Sphere card are also on the channel too. So I appreciate the support, man. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.